No long wars, no dramatic back and forth, just pressure, patience, and one right hand that changes everything. This isn't hype. It's a pattern, a study in timing, composure, and raw knockout power. If you enjoy this kind of breakdown and it brings you value, please subscribe to the channel. It genuinely helps more than you think and allows this project to grow. I appreciate every single one of you supporting it. Now, let's get into it. A fifth outing paired Deontay Wilder with Joseph Rabotte. The opening seconds carried immediate intensity. Rabotte advanced aggressively. There was no probing phase, no delay in engagement from either side. The first decisive exchange ended matters quickly. Wilder released a clean 1-2 combination that sent Rabotte directly to the canvas.
He dips down to his opponent's height, and there's the right hand, though. There's the eraser that makes up.
Following the knockdown, Wilder narrowed his focus exclusively to finishing sequences, abandoning variety for direct pursuit. Before a full minute passed, another heavy strike dropped Rabotte again.
That's where he leans forward when he jabs. But right now,
that was a left hook and a short right hand that puts Rabotte down for the second time.
As the round progressed toward its close, Wilder's right hand landed flush. This time, Rabotte did not rise, sealing the first round knockout.
2008 Olympic heavyweight bronze medalist having an easy go of it against this short notice opponent. How did he stand up to that right hand? He didn't stand up to that one, and look at the way Rabotte is laid out.
Let's take a look at these knockdowns right here. The first one coming up, and we highlighted it at the beginning before a punch was thrown. Wilder's power and his confidence comes from the right hand. And there you can see again, keeping distance a little bit, doing a decent job Wilder, and unloading the right hand. Take another look at that last knockdown. The first right hand.
A third assignment brought Sergey Lyakovich across from Deontay Wilder. Lyakovich entered draped in a robe that gave him the appearance of a magistrate preparing to issue judgment. Moments later, Wilder emerged in an elaborate mask, theatrical and deliberate, signaling hostile intent before a punch was thrown. The contrast in presentation framed the encounter as ceremony giving way to confrontation.
2008. By the way, Lyakovich, 181 rounds.
He wants to relax and just, establish his jab.
He said what McCallum has been working on, obviously, is...
Wilder's right hand ended the exchange abruptly.
By Wilder, there's a right hand, drives Lyakovich into the ropes, down he goes!
Sergey Lyakovich was rendered unconscious on impact. His body stiffened on the canvas, unresponsive as the referee moved in to halt proceedings and signal the end. It became one of the most abrupt first-round finishes.
He caught him with a hook there, but that's not the punch. Watch the jab, right hand. And then once Lyakovich went to the ropes, that was it. And look at Lyakovich's reaction. Look at his left and right, his feet.
Yeah, ugly, one of those ugly knockdowns.
Yeah, that was full force with the right hand.
Sure was.
Well, Lyakovich is right above us, and he does look at least clear-eyed.
Yeah, he's sitting up. They'll get a nice bag on his back. He wants to stand
Look at
up,
that reaction, though, of Barry. That was.
Deontay Wilder versus Damon McCreary. In 2008, an Olympic heavyweight bronze medalist entered the ring against a short-notice opponent, and the competitive gap was evident. Damon McCreary was tasked with absorbing the right hand of Deontay Wilder, a punch that removed any doubt. He did not remain standing, and the impact left him stretched flat on the canvas, referee Rabotte hovering nearby. McCreary arrived with the appearance of a Brooklyn mixtape cover, but the evening was defined by Wilder's right hand. Inside the ropes, presentation mattered. Deontay Wilder, the self-styled bronze bomber, entered draped in bronze like a fighter from another era preparing for combat. The physical contrast was obvious at a glance. Wilder's frame resembled a forged instrument, shoulders set, chin lifted high beneath his familiar, unshaken confidence.
And he surprised everybody by actually winning the Olympic trials. So there's been a lot of eyeballs on him ever since he turned pro.
Advantage, I should say. McCreary is 39 years old and only 5'11", so...
After a short exchange, Wilder intercepted him on entry and sent him down for the first time. The knockdown was decisive and unquestioned.
Super middleweight prospect. 5 or 6 years ago, Doesn't
Down
belong in the
goes.
ring as a heavyweight, and Deontay's looking to get him out of there.
Wilder began to relax, adding combinations and releasing his hands more freely.
I saw a 1-2 combination.
Across from him, McCreary's focus narrowed to durability. His offense faded as he moved into survival mode. Went to the canvas, whether from a clash or from a fall or as a tactic to drain seconds was unclear. It reflected experienced survival instincts rather than offensive intent.
And there we see a little bit of Wilder's.
The second round opened at a higher tempo. McCreary charged forward, throwing aggressively, even managing to clip Wilder's chin.
And here, round 2, McCreary trying to throw a little
He
bit
got
of
a right hand in there.
The contact only triggered a sharper response. Wilder answered with a compact combination that sent McCreary down once more. That sequence effectively decided the contest. After absorbing another heavy punch, McCreary fell again.
Yeah, McCreary just kind of puts his head down and throws some punches in upward direction. Oh, on the way down, he nailed him.
And Rabotte.
It was a familiar Wilder pattern. Direct force, constant forward pressure, and immediate escalation once vulnerability appeared. When he recognized damage, he closed the exchange without hesitation.
McCreary charging in and really just getting nailed by Wilder. So the right hand that seemed to buzz Wilder really landed to the neck. But Wilder came right back with the left, right, and then another left.
Deontay Wilder versus Kelvin Price. Power translated again against a different opponent. Unlike the shorter, compact Damon McCreary, both heavyweights here were tall and rangy.
Touch gloves. God bless.
Creating a matchup built on reach and distance control. The physical symmetry altered the tactical equation from the outset. There was no immediate firefight at the opening bell. Instead, the engagement resembled a measured duel.
Wilder or the undefeated Brian Jennings.
As the first exchanges unfolded, Price appeared the quicker and more precise of the two, establishing early sharpness rather than chaos. From the outset, Kelvin Price established his jab, using it to gauge range and settle into tempo. Across from him, the undefeated Deontay Wilder appeared somewhat rigid, as if already coiled with full power and waiting for a precise release point. The tension in his stance suggested patience rather than hesitation. Despite that stiffness, Wilder managed the geography of the ring with intent. He claimed the center and advanced in measured steps, forcing Price backward without overspending offensively. The pressure was deliberate and restrictive, denying clean counters while gradually eroding comfort. Little was thrown recklessly. The opening round unfolded largely as reconnaissance. Late in the round, Wilder released several heavy attempts, though none connected cleanly. The frame remained competitive and measured rather than decisive. It was a cautious stanza with limited damage on either side. The second round shifted tone immediately. Kelvin Price emerged with one hand held low. Whether from confidence or early fatigue was unclear. Wilder responded by increasing tempo and accepting greater offensive risk, raising his output.
To find the next great American heavyweight, the last one turned 50 this year, Evander Holyfield.
The second round did not erupt into sustained exchanges. Instead, it functioned as controlled escalation. Roughly a minute into the frame, Deontay Wilder released the right hand he had been reserving. It landed flush on Kelvin Price, and the effect was immediate. Price collapsed as if struck by sudden force.
The English boxer to win a medal in the Olympics went across the Atlantic too.
Balance erased in a single impact. His expression reflected confusion more than pain, eyes searching as though trying to identify the source of the strike. The knockout was definitive.
And he's used to that feeling.
Yes, that's his 26th knockout, so he heard a few boos from the crowd the round before, but this young man, the bronze medalist in the Olympic Games, would use the jab as a rangefinder and...
Deontay Wilder versus Kelsey Arnold. The sixth contest concluded in similar fashion when Deontay Wilder faced Kelsey Arnold. It resulted in another decisive knockout, executed with minimal complication. During the stare-down, Wilder's demeanor was composed and distant, his focus evident without theatrics. His expression suggested larger stakes. At the opening bell, he advanced immediately. By the second minute of the first round, it was over. A single right hand landed clean.
As a trainer, one of the greatest amateurs of all time and a former world champion. There goes that punch we were waiting for.
That's not the look of a guy that's getting up anytime soon.
Arnold collapsed without resistance, no count required. That is how Wilder's power ended it.
The right hand. He leans on the right side. That is in the alleyway of the right hand. And behind the ear, the right hand gets delivered, and Arnold tumbles forward as 5 fighters before Arnold have done in the young career.
A fourth early stoppage came when Deontay Wilder met Travis Allen. From the opening moments, the disparity in level was evident, with Wilder asserting control before any rhythm could develop. Within the first 30 seconds, Wilder produced the initial knockdown.
And Wilder, quite honestly, has not learned how to fight yet. He's very cruel.
Travis Allen, who's an inactive Midwest opponent type from St. Joseph, Missouri, the same town that produced the victim.
Allen regained his footing, but the reprieve was brief. Before another minute elapsed, a second knockdown followed.
At Allen's expense, they were using Allen to build their own record. Allen turning southpaw, doesn't matter which way he turns, the outcome is going to be the same.
There's your second knockdown.
The cumulative effect leaving little ambiguity about the trajectory of the bout. That sequence concluded the contest. Allen attempted to persuade the referee he could continue, but the official declined and waved it off. Fast and clinical.
You can see Wilder trying to fight tall. He's looking for that right hand. Didn't even look like a real clean shot again, honestly, but Allen went down for the third time in his last 4.
Power. Sudden, precise, final. If you enjoyed the breakdown, subscribe and stay with the channel. More deep fight analysis is coming. Thank you for watching.